Negative force, bad habit, crush it. Weak skill, attack harder. One mistake, stay late and punish it until exhaustion felt like correction. I treated improvement like demolition, even when the problem was small. The gym, one ugly repetition made me add more aggression. At work, one rough presentation sent me into 6 hours of rewriting everything except the part that actually failed. I wasn't refining myself, I was swinging at myself. Not everything needs a hammer, some edges need time, a little less resistance, a little cleaner line. I don't destroy what needs adjustment, I work the roughness down. Small corrections, repeated long enough, can change the whole way something feels in my hands. I learned it from a simple repair at the old table in my apartment. One wooden edge kept catching my sleeve. Nothing dramatic, nothing ruined, so I took sandpaper and worked it slowly. Back and forth, check it, again, check it. No single pass looked important, but 20 minutes later the edge was different. That stayed with me. Maybe discipline wasn't always a violent correction. Maybe some weaknesses disappear because I keep touching the same rough place with patient accuracy. So I picked one habit, stop rushing the first set. One correction, slow the lowering at work. Read the email once before sending at night. Prepare the next day before sitting down. Small edges, no personality overhaul, no dramatic reinvention, just friction reduced where friction kept costing me. Weeks later I moved cleaner, worked calmer, made fewer mistakes I used to blame on being just how I am. The rough edge wasn't my identity, it was a surface I had stopped working on. That's different, and that difference gave me something I could do. Not everything needs a hammer, some edges need care. I don't call myself defective because a rough place is still there. I find it, work it, check it, return. No punishment, no spectacle, just patient contact until the problem stops catching. I don't attack every weakness, I refine it. I wasted months standing still because two directions both looked possible. One job path paid more, the other taught me more. One training plan promised speed, the other looked sustainable. One course, another certification. One city, another option. I kept comparing routes until every choice started looking dangerous. What if I chose wrong? What if 6 months later I learned the other road was better? So I kept researching, kept asking, kept thinking, and called the lack of movement being careful. But standing at the intersection was a direction too. It just didn't take me anywhere. Pick a heading, not a guarantee. Pick a heading, then gather truth from movement. I don't need the whole map before the first mile. I need enough direction to stop living at the sign. I chose the course that matched the work I wanted to be doing now, not forever now. Pay the fee, block the evening, started Monday. The doubt came with me, of course it did. But something changed once the road became real. I learned what I liked, what I hated, what I was good at, what needed work. Questions that 6 months of thinking couldn't answer. Showed up inside 2 weeks of movement. That was the part I had misunderstood. Certainty wasn't waiting at the intersection. Some of it lived down the road. Which way? Pick a head. How sure enough to move? What if it changes? Then adjust with evidence. What if I'm wrong? Then I'll know more than I knew. Standing still, I don't worship decisions anymore. I use them, a direction can be corrected. A route can turn, a plan can meet reality and come back different. But indecision doesn't protect me from mistakes, it only keeps me inexperienced. So when two good paths appear, I give myself a deadline. Collect what matters, make the call, move far enough for reality to answer back. I don't need prophecy, I need traction. I don't need certainty, I need contact with the road. Pick a headache, move long enough to learn something real. Pick a headache, let experience replace imagination. A wrong turn can be corrected, a life spent circling can't. When the information is enough, I choose. Then I earn the next answer by moving. I turned every room into a scale. Who was stronger, who moved faster, who got promoted first, who looked further ahead. I could take a good day and make it feel small just by finding somebody whose numbers were bigger than mine. A training session ended, I opened someone else's progress. A project went well, I found a person doing more. Nothing I carried was ever enough once I started loading their results onto my side of the bar. Comparison never told me what to lift, it only kept adding weight. I was never a side, carry only my weight. My work, my pace, my name on the plate. I don't need another person's load to prove what mine should take. Let them move at their speed, let them build what they build. I get stronger when I stop measuring a burden I was never meant to lift. So I changed the numbers I watched. Last month's repetitions, last week's hours. How many times I kept a commitment when nobody would know if I did it. I track recovery, track consistency, track the work that belonged to me. Suddenly progress got quieter and far more useful. I wasn't winning imaginary contests against strangers on a screen. I was learning where my own weakness lived and putting the next plate exactly there. Sometimes that meant adding, sometimes it meant staying. Sometimes strength was leaving weight alone until the movement was clean. Carry only my weight. My work, my pace, my name on the plate. I don't need another person's load to prove what mine should take. Their progress isn't my insult, their timeline isn't my clock. I have enough responsibility without caring what is not. His result doesn't reduce mine, her speed doesn't delay me. Someone else's chapter doesn't change what today's page requires. I kept exhausting myself with weight that had no handle. So I put it down. Whose standard? Mine. Whose work? Mine. Whose next step? Mine. Then carry it. Carry only my way. Enough to make me adapt, enough to expose where I'm weak, enough to make the next effort exact. I don't train against strangers, I don't work against the crowd. I measure against the person who carried this same load last time around. If it is someone else's name on it, I leave it on their side. kept blaming the whole machine for one loose part. My mornings felt chaotic, so I rebuilt the entire routine. Training stalled, so I changed the program. Work felt scattered, so I bought another system, another planner, another way to organize the same habits I hadn't fixed. Every small problem became permission for a complete overhaul, and every overhaul gave me somewhere new to haul. Because starting over feels productive when repair feels boring. Find the loose bolts, tighten that first. Don't tear down the whole machine, because one small part doesn't work. Find the loose bolt, make the smallest repair. Precision beats reinvention when the failure is already there. Yeah, the real problem was embarrassingly simple. I went to bed too late, that was it. Late sleep made the morning rushed mornings. Killed breakfast, low energy, ruined concentration. Training got moved, work spilled over. Everything downstream looked defective. I had been rebuilding the dashboard while ignoring the part that kept vibrating loose. So I changed one thing. Laptop closed at 10:30, not 6 new habits. One for 2 weeks, I protected it like maintenance. Morning got easier, food got regular, attention improved. The session stopped feeling like something I had to rescue at night. One bolt, half the machine sounded different. Find the loose bolts, tighten that first. Don't replace every working part just because one connection hurts. No dramatic reset, no brand new identity. I'll fix the actual failure before inventing 10 more things I need. Now when something starts slipping, I inspect before I redesign. Where does the problem begin? Not where does it become visible? What small piece keeps repeating? What correction would remove 3 consequences at once? Sometimes the answer is uncomfortable because it isn't exciting. Drink the water, prepare the food, send the EA mail, go to sleep, practice the weak movement. Show up at the scheduled time, basic parts, but machines don't care whether maintenance is impressive. They care whether it works. Not everything needs replacement. Check the connection. Not everything needs a new system. Check the connection. Not everything needs a new version of me. Sometimes tighten the loose bolts. I don't rebuild what isn't broken. I repair what actually is. Yeah. I used to make mistakes and immediately look for cover. Who else touched the file? Was the deadline clear? Did anybody actually notice? Could I fix it quietly before my name got attached? One wrong number in a report I sent too fast turned into an afternoon of avoiding the person I should have called first. I knew where the error came from. Still, I kept walking around it like a glass knocked over that somebody else might eventually wipe up. The mess was small, the hiding made it bigger. A spill doesn't become cleaner because I step around the stain. And responsibility doesn't start after I find someone else to blame. Clean what you spill, own what your hands put down. Don't wait for the mess to spread before you turn around. Say it early, fix it straight. Learn what made it happen still. I don't need to look mistake free. I need to clean what I spill. So I made the call, no speech, no defense. I sent the wrong number, I found it, I'm correcting it now. Silence for a second, then send the revision. That was it. The confrontation I'd built inside my head for hours lasted less than a minute. I corrected the sheet, sent the update, wrote down why I'd missed it. Rushing the final check, simple, useful, Something about accountability felt as heavy as avoiding it had. Clean what you spill, own what your hands put down. Don't wait for the mess to spread before you turn around. Say it early, fix it straight. Learn what made it happen still. I don't need to look mistake free. I need to clean what I spill. That rule follow me everywhere, miss a commitment, acknowledge it, damage trust, speak before silence hardens around it, train carelessly and aggravate something. Stop pretending the body misunderstood. I don't confuse accountability with humiliation anymore. One is useful, one just keeps me staring at the mess. The goal isn't to never knock anything over. The goal is becoming someone who doesn't leave it for another person to find. No fingerprints erased, no story rearranged, no waiting for blame to choose a direction. My mistake, my cleanup, my lesson, my correction. Clean what you spill before excuses cross the floor. A small mistake stays smaller when I meet it at the source. Own the damage, make it right, change the habit that stood behind it. I don't protect my image at the cost of becoming reliable. If my hands caused a mess, my hands start the cleanup. The clock goes nothing. The clock goes nothing. I found a no. I found a notebook behind the lower drawer. Goals from 7 years I had never reached before. Names that move forward, places that change, and regret fill the room like I arrived there too late. I tried to make up years in a handful of weeks, adding too much weight, cut too much sleep, applied everywhere, promised everything fast. Light speed could erase the shape of the past. Each rushed attempt ended exactly the same. Exhaustion, withdrawal, another delayed change. I kept staring backward while demanding more pace, then blame the clock for refusing to wait. The clock goes nothing, not one return day, not 1 second rescued from what I gave away. The clock goes nothing, so I stopped making demands. I use what is moving while it is still in my hand. I close the old notebook and opened a clean one, not to rewrite history, to record what gets done. One application finished, one session kept light, 1 hour protected, then repeated at night. I let the younger names keep the years they had lived. Their time, it took nothing from what I could give. The past was a teacher, not a place to remain. It could sharpen direction without driving the day. Months started passing whether I moved or withdrew, so I chose to let passing time carry work too. No sprint against memory, no race with regret, just an honest pace I could wake and repeat. The clock goes nothing, not 1 return day, not 1 second rescued from what I gave away. The clock goes nothing, so I stopped making demands. I use what is moving while it is still in my hand. I was angry at time for behaving like time, for moving without asking what finish line I can't touch. Give me the hour that counts. 1 hour used well is enough. I stop demanding tomorrow. Prove that today's work matters. I came the hour that counts. I was obsessed with how long it would take. How many months until the weight changed? How many weeks until the numbers improved? How many years until the work looked like the life I had pictured? Every clock became an insult. I trained for 10 days, then calculate the distance left. I studied for a week, then stare at everything I still didn't know. I turned every beginning into a countdown toward impatience. And because the future looked too far, I kept wasting the present, checking how far away it was. The second hand never promised me speed. It only kept asking what I was doing with this one. Not the year, not the month, not the finish line I can't touch. Give me the hour that counts. 1 hour used well is enough. I stopped demanding tomorrow. Prove that today's work matters. I keep the hour that counts. So I stopped timing transformation. I timed the block, 50 minutes on the course. No measuring the career, 1 session. No imagining the body 6 months from now. 1 meal prepared, 1 page studied, 1 task closed before the next began. The strange thing was days got lighter when I stopped forcing each one to explain the entire future. And now it didn't have to change my life. It only had to be used honestly. This one counts, then this one, then this one. That's how distance gets made without staring at the distance. Impatient, kept asking, when do I arrive? The clock kept answering, you're here. I missed that answer for years. Not the year, not the month, not some perfect date ahead of us. Give me the hour that counts. Put the next honest effort down. I don't need fast proof anymore. I need time I didn't waste. The future can arrive when it arrives. I'll meet it with hours I actually use. I don't rush the calendar. I occupy the hour. I kept checking their mile markers and missing my own road. I watched a younger name move faster than mine. New numbers, every post right on time. I measured my life by a stranger's display, and every comparison pushed my progress away. At the track I chased splits I had never trained. Turned 1 slow lap into a private complaint. Skipped the steady work because steady looked small. Tried to clear their distance in 1 reckless call. I kept changing routes when the road felt long. Mistook being behind for traveling wrong. But envy has a compass that points everywhere, except toward the work that can actually get me there. Not their pace, not their lane, not their distance in my name. I mark the ground beneath my feet and make the next mile answer me. Yeah. Answer me. Yeah. I wrote down the numbers nobody would praise. Sleep repetitions, focused hours, steady days. I stopped asking how far another had gone, started asking what I could repeat when the feeling was gone. One more clean lap, at a pace I could hold, one task completed before scrolling took control. Small landmarks formed, where the doubt used to speak. A month became evidence, a year became deep. The road never promised that progress looked fast. It asked whether my direction was built to last. So I quit making detours through somebody's success. Their map was not written for my circumstances. Not their pace, not their lane, not their distance in my name. I mark the ground beneath my feet and make the next mile handsome me. Yeah. Some days I still notice the headlines and times, still feel that old pull to abandon what is mine. But I know what it costs when I follow that sign. A borrowed destination leaves my purpose behind. I can respect the climb without shrinking my route. Let their result exist without turning to doubt. My measure is simple. Did I travel today? Did I keep my direction when a pause looked away? Whose road? Mine. Whose pace? Mine. What matters? The next honest line. No borrowed distance, no borrowed finish. I move by the work I can personally witness. Not their pace, not their lane. I won't make comparison, carry my name. I mark the ground beneath my feet and let consistency measure me. I don't need to be ahead, I need to stay headed somewhere true. Assign only what I will I said yes before considering what the yes would ask of me. Extra shifts, another favor plan stacked carelessly. I wanted to look dependable, so I signed with borrowed strength, then broke my word in pieces when the week exceeded length. Every promise was a contract, every contract had a cost. I was offering tomorrow, like tomorrow wasn't mine to lose. These are terms I can keep, no performance, no disguise. I would rather promise smaller than deliver polished lies. These are terms I can keep, clear conditions, honest ways. I don't prove that I am worthy by agreeing to everything. Now I read the full commitment before my answer leaves my mouth. I protect the hours for training, I protect the work that counts. Sometimes discipline is refusal, sometimes strength is saying no. A boundary is not betrayal, it is how reliability grows. Clause 1, I count the cost. Clause 2, I tell the truth. Clause 3, once I give my word, I make room to follow through. These are terms I can keep, built on limits I respect. I would rather bring one promise home than leave a dozen wrecked. These are terms I can keep, nothing hidden, nothing on schedule, still I tend the ground. Some work grows in silence before it can be found. Nothing blooms on schedule, I don't dig it up to check. I water what I planted, then I give the roots respect. For 12 quiet weeks, every result looked the same. Same line on the spreadsheet, same weight by my name. I studied after dinner while the whole house slept, but every practice score said I had not arrived yet. I started resenting the hours nobody saw, called invisible progress a defect in the law. Each night I wanted proof that the effort had worked, so I tested every seed by disturbing the dirt. Changed the plan every Monday, changed the method by noon, chased the fastest solution before patience could ruin. Nothing had time to deepen, nothing learned how to stay. I kept demanding a harvest from a constantly changing play. One evening I found notes from the start of the year. Questions once impossible had become almost clear. Not mastered, not finished, but no longer unknown. The growth had been happening below what was shown. So I chose one program and gave it a season. Tracked hours of practice, not applause or achievement. Reviewed every mistake, then returned to the page. Let the daily conditions matter more than my rage. In training I stopped testing my limit each week. Kept the movements controlled, kept recovery complete. A stronger foundation was spreading unseen, while impatience kept shouting that stillness meant defeat. Rules do not report every inch they descend. They prepare for the weight of what comes after them. The surface may look unchanged day after day, while the ground underneath learns what it must sustain. Nothing blooms on schedule, still I tend the ground. Some work grows in silence before it can be found. Nothing blooms on schedule, I don't tear apart the bed. I water what I planted, then I work the rows ahead. No flower owes me proof, because I struggle through the rain. No season signs a promise that a reward will match my day. But I control the tending, I control what I repeat. I remove what steals the water, I protect what needs to deepen. The exam came on a Tuesday with no music in the room, just a clock on the wall and the work I had to do. I didn't feel transformed when I opened the page. I just recognized problems that once made me afraid. The score wasn't perfect, it was enough to move through, but the number mattered less than what the process proved. I could work without evidence, I could stay without praise. I could trust quiet effort through unremarkable days. There will always be seasons when the field looks bare. That does not mean nothing is developing there. I no longer abandon what has not yet appeared. I judge my commitment by the care I give here. Nothing blooms on schedule, still I tend the ground. I won't punish slow progress by pulling the whole thing out. Nothing blooms on schedule that no longer feels like threat. I water what I planted, and I let the roots collect. My responsibility is the tending. The season decides when it shows. I keep receipts from quiet days when no result was clear, when nobody saw the session and improvement disappeared. The work still left a record, the hours still were paid. I keep receipts from quiet days, they prove I didn't fade. to the schedule, nothing fit the way I'd hoped. The mirror offered no announcement, the numbers barely moved. I started questioning the process, checking every week for signs, as if effort lost its value when the outcome took its time. I nearly changed the whole direction just to feel a sudden spark. Nearly traded steady practice for a method built on noise. I had made results, the payment due exactly when I chose. And when progress missed my deadline, I declared the work was owed. But the body keeps accounts deeper than the eye can read. So I logged the hidden changes, better sleep and steady your breath. Fewer breaks between the rounds, more control when I was spent. I noted meals prepared in advance, sessions finished without praise. Every choice that kept the balance through the ordinary day. Those entries seemed too minor until difficult weeks arrived, and the habits I had purchased kept the whole routine alive. The visible result came later, but by then I understood the reward was not a miracle. It was interest on the world. I keep receipts from quiet days when no result was clear, when nobody saw the session and improvement dissipate. The work still left a record, the hours still were paid. I keep receipts from quiet days, they prove I didn't fade. No applause on the statement, no headline on the page, just deposits made in silence that become strength when withdrawn. I don't ask 1 week to pay me for what only months can make. I invest the honest effort, I let time confirm the rate. I keep receipts from quiet days, from every unseen choice, from the evenings I kept moving without confidence or noise. The work has left a record that no slow result can take. I keep receipts from quiet days, and I trust what they will make. No wasted deposit, no unpaid day. Yeah. 5 goals open in my head, everyone demanding space. Training plan unfinished, course new projects, habits to replace. I jump between them every hour, call the motion being fast. But nothing reached completion, every start became another task. At the desk I changed direction, at the gym I changed the plan. Too many processes, we're fighting for the same exhausted hands. Too much open, nothing done. So I wrote the list in order, pick the one that mattered now. Close the page is not required, let the other plans power down. One program for the next 8 weeks, one course until the end. One clear block for focused effort, then I stopped and breathed again. The silence felt unproductive till the results began to show. Focus isn't doing nothing, it is choosing where I won't go. One process running, full attention, single lane. I don't split myself in pieces just to feel like I'm engaged. One process running till the task has reached its end. I can hold 100 options, but I work on only one. Close the extra, clear the screen, finish what is underneath. Not abandoned, not erased, just not given to nice spies. One process running. then reach again. Untie what I can reach. Untie what I can reach. Yeah, the list had grown into a rope, pulled tight across my chest. Every task wrapped around another. Every choice became a test. I stood there naming all the knots, too overwhelmed to touch a strand. Then called the whole thing impossible, with both my hands still at my sides. At work I watched the hours vanish, while I sorted what came first. In training I skipped the session, because the full plan wouldn't fit. I wanted one clean motion that would loosen everything, but the need to solve the whole mess kept me tangled where I stood. I don't need the rope to vanish, I need one knot within my hands. Untie what I can reach, leave the rest outside this minute. One pull, one loop, one honest task completed. I don't clear the whole confusion before I take the next step. Untie what I can reach, then reach again. Then reach again. Yeah, I circled one unfinished item, closed the others from my sight. Set a timer for the first move, not the outcome of the night. Sent the message, I delayed and put my shoes against the floor. Take control, minutes became 20. The rope loosened, one knot more. The pressure wasn't smaller because life had changed its shape and weakened when I stopped demanding that one action fix the day. Progress came in short releases, not the rescue I had planned. Every finished piece returned a little movement to my hands. Not the whole rope, this knot. Not the whole wake, this block. Not every answer, this move. Grip, pull, follow through. Untie what I can reach, leave the rest outside this minute. One pull, one loop, one honest task completed. I don't clear the whole confusion before I take the next step. Untie what I can reach, then reach again. Then reach again. Overwhelming's everything. Discipline touches one thing. Pay it while it's small, speak before it grows. Every hour of silence adds another thing I owe. Pay it while it's clear, repair what I displaced. A mistake becomes a burden when I charge it to another day. I missed the handoff Friday at the end of my shift. Left the problem undocumented for the next person in. He stayed 40 minutes fixing what I should have explained, and I saw his short message with my name on the chain. I wrote half an apology, then closed it unsaid. Told myself Monday morning would be better instead, but avoidance kept calculating all weekend long, adding fear to the facts, making one error feel enormous. By Sunday I had speeches defending the myths. The schedule had changed, I was tired, it was quick. Every reason had value, but none paid the cost. He had carried my failure while I protected my thoughts. That's the interest of delay, the original weight, plus the trust that gets thinner every hour I wait. The truth doesn't improve while it sits out of view, it just gathers more consequences around what I know. Monday, I found him before the machines came alive. Said I missed the handoff, you stayed because of mine. I should've called Friday, I avoided the fact. Here's the note I created so it won't happen back. No performance of shame, no request to feel clean. I asked what the mistake had required from him, he gave one correction I did not want to hear. I can handle bad news, don't make me discover it here. That line stayed with me longer than the blame in my head. People can work with the truth when the truth is direct. So I changed the procedure, set the handoff in view, and stayed late that evening to complete what was due. The debt did not vanish because I finally spoke, but the balance stopped growing when avoidance was closed. Repair became possible once the record was played. Responsibility gave me a way back through the strain. Name the cost, make it right. Don't fight it, fear for another night. Own the mess, carry your share. Trust returns slowly when the payment is there. I found smaller versions in the rest of my days. The message left unanswered, the equipment misplaced. The promise to a teammate I knew I could not meet. The truth I kept delaying because discomfort was steep. Now I address the error while the details are near. I don't wait for confidence, I arrive with it clear. What happened, who carried it, what action comes next when the repair will be finished. How I'll prevent a repeat. Some people may stay angry, some trust may not return. Ownership is not a trick that erases what occurred. It is choosing not to increase what the first failure cost, or demand that another person pay for what I lost. Delay adds interest, silence signs the loan. Fear spends tomorrow to keep comfort at home. I close the account with action, not regret. Say it while it's honest, repair it while it's fresh. Play it while it's small, speak before it grows. Every hour of silence adds another thing I owe. Pay it with the truth, make the needed change. I cannot undo the damage, but I won't extend the chain. When I create a debt, I face the balance early. Static has no vote. Noise can fill the room, but it cannot choose my road. Static has no vote. Let it crackle, let it call. I decide what signal holds. Lunch break, back stairwell. Them scrolling through 100 lives. Everybody looked ahead of me. Every post was edited right. I carried all those voices back into my afternoon. Couldn't finish one assignment. Couldn't hear my own direction through the room. I mistook attention for importance, mistook reaction for a plan. Kept receiving every message, never asking where I stand. A crowded frequency still tells me nothing true. So I cut the interference until one instruction came through. Static has no vote. Noise can fill the room, but it cannot choose my road. Static has no vote. Let it crackle, let it call. I decide what signal holds. Phone face down inside the locker. One task written on my hand. 30 minutes, no switching. Finish this before I scan. Later underneath the headphones, I train without a feed. Counted breath and clean movement, not who might notice me. The silence felt uncomfortable. That proved how much I'd fled. But focus grew less fragile every time I stayed instead. One voice, one task, one signal coming back. What deserves my focus? What survives the noise? What moves my life forward? That becomes my choice. No coming is my standard. No train controls my pace. I protect the quiet channel, where intention turns to shape. Static has no vote. It can shout from every screen, but it cannot run my day. Static has no vote. I receive what serves the mission. I reject what pulls away. Static has no vote. I don't answer every sound. I keep the clearest signal, and I build my actions around it. The world keeps talking, I keep the line clear, but one step, one breath, one more measured count. The rhythm doesn't leave because nobody's around. One step, one breath, let the silence roll. I don't need another person to keep the tempo. To keep the tempo. Yeah. For a year, my friend met me outside after work. Same corner, same time, through the heat and the cold. When his schedule moved nights, mine collapsed in a week. Without somebody waiting, I kept choosing retreat. I blamed the empty route, said the sessions fell flat. Said I worked better partnered, and some part of that was fact. But I turned a useful support into a reason to stop. Like the beat had disappeared because one instrument dropped. At work I noticed the same dependence in me. I move fast when the manager asked what I complete. When nobody checked in, every task lost speed. I had borrowed my rhythm from external urgency. That truth felt uncomfortable, I was disciplined near any person whose presence made the standard appear. But alone, every promise became easy to bend. I knew how to follow, I had not learned to conduct. So I built a simple cadence that belonged to the day. Shoes beside the doorway, started same place. No search for excitement, no question of mood. Just the first marked distance at a pace I could use. The silence fell louder in the opening mile. I heard every excuse with no partner beside me. So I counted my breathing, let my footsteps reply. For steady on the inhale, for controlled on the stride. At my desk I used intervals with a written result. 25 on the task, 5 to stand and reset. No manager watching, no message sent. Just a private repetition reaching one clean end. After several weeks, rhythm stopped feeling imposed. The routine became something my own actions composed. Support still had value, I welcomed it back. But company became help, not the engine of the track. Keep the tempo alive, let commitment set the time. When the room gives no rhythm, I will generate mine. No crowd to pull me forward, no partner at the door. I can value their support without needing it to move. Keep the tempo alive. Steady does not mean slow. It means I own the cadence wherever I must go. A metronome is simple, it does not need applause. It marks another moment and returns because it must. Fast is not the answer, loud is not control. The beat becomes dependable where repetition makes it known. Some days someone joins me, some days no one can. My standard cannot disappear with a change in someone's plan. Keep the tempo alone, let commitment set the time. When the world gives no rhythm, I will generate mine. No borrowed urgency, no waiting to be pulled. I can walk beside another without handing them control. Keep the tempo alone, hold it steady through the low. I respect the ones who help me, but the cadence is my own. Support can strengthen my rhythm. It never owns the Alibi. When nobody sees it, I still complete it. I train harder when the camera caught the angle of the set. Added weight I couldn't manage, cut the parts I might regret. At work I spoke and polished updates, made each half step sound complete. I became a good performer of a life I couldn't keep. When nobody was watching, my discipline would lose its lines. I needed praise to start the scene and witnesses to call it mine. But applause is only rental. When the room goes quiet, it leaves. I had built a public image with no private strength beneath. So I cleared the stage, turned off the light, and met the work without a spotlight. No audience required, no approval at the door. I do the work in empty rooms and let the record speak once more. No audience required, I don't train to be admired. What I finish out of you is what I trust when I get tired. I left the phone inside my jacket, used the weight that kept phone clean. No dramatic final effort, just the session that I needed later. I corrected my report before the manager could ask. Didn't advertise the cleanup, didn't turn repair to theater. At first the silence felt like nothing, no reaction, no reward. Then I noticed I was moving without waiting for support. Confidence became less noisy, more dependable and plain. It came from knowing I would act when no one knew my name. The crowd can leave, the lights can fail, the work remains when stories pale. No bow, no pose, no borrowed admiration. I measure who I am by private repetition.